Don't wander around. There's needles and stuff lying around.
Well, you know what? That's no different from Haverhill. Ooh, I said that. Must have pitched a nerve for any of those guys up there.
Please, have a...
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Shawn 316 here, and welcome to some Soma. This is a psychological horror game made by the guys that made Amnesia, and I was always a big fan of them. Amnesia was awesome, and Penumbra as well. Penumbra was pretty good. I did play this through like 2 years ago, and I'm not going to remember totally everything, but there were some very memorable moments. For what I remember, of course, and so from what I remember is like I said, it's a psychological horror game where it makes you think on things. The story is very linear, but it's just how it like plays out is really awesome. So without further ado, we're gonna get going here. So please, if you enjoy anything like this, just give it a watch, like, and all that cool stuff, and let's get going, shall we?
Are you okay, Simon? I think you're bleeding.
Oh, that's nothing. It's just my brain can't stop bleeding from the accident.
Here, take this.
No, that's for later, for the scan.
It's green.
Ashley, Lee, I need to tell you something.
Simon, please don't make this weird.
No, it's not like that. Why now?
Who's David Munchie?
Why is there never enough time?
For what?
Christ.
Come on, man. Let's pick up this phone
I'm
here.
up.
Hi, Simon Jarrett.
Yeah, that's me.
My name is David Munchie. We spoke earlier.
The brain scan. I remember.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a bad dream. Are we still on for today?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I wanted to remind you to drink the tracer fluid I sent you. It'll help me capture a better image of the damages.
Don't worry, I got it somewhere.
Okay, great. Well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then.
Okay, see you soon.
Alright, so this is where we actually get to play the game now. Alright, so this plays a lot similarly to Amnesia, but it's not, obviously it's not set in like the medieval times or anything like that. This is set more, in the present.
Tracer fluid?
Hold on a minute, man. Simon, relax. Yeah, our main character, Simon, he obviously saw in the cutscene, had a brain trauma, so he basically has to take like all this crazy medicine. Except this isn't exactly like the kind of medicine you would, normally get from like your doctor. We're gonna find out what happens soon. So let's just read a few things here, just to progress through the story and all that. This is from our doctor, David Munchie, and he is he's something else. You'll see later. All right, so David Munchie, neurograph session, April 30th, 2015. Thank you for participating in our research. The scan will be performed at the Pace Laboratories in Toronto, but since we are guests, our access is a bit unpredictable. I will try to schedule a scan session for Saturday. I'll get back to you when confirmed. Sincerely, David Munchie. See, that's the thing here. So, these guys aren't like legitimate doctors per se. Like, they're not exactly somebody you can just go to a clinic and find. These guys reached out to Simon, or maybe vice versa. Simon reached out to them because they probably had like some sort of crazy research session going on. You know what I mean? So they're not like totally legit. Like, these aren't like the kind of people you would like go out of your way to unless you're like really needing it. Let's see. This is from Aaron Peak. Dear Mr. Jarrett, I am happy to hear your headaches have become less frequent. Your latest tests show that your brain is slowly recovering, but it's still too early to tell how well it will adjust to the damage. The bleeding will continue over the coming months at least, and you will need to come to the hospital a few times during the cavity to prevent the blood from building up pressure. Since excessive stress could be fatal, I have written you a prescription for Prazosin to help you medicate with the nightmares. Please read the instructions and medicate accordingly. Try to get a lot of rest, and I will see you next week. This is a legitimate doctor. This guy is probably some psychopath off the street selling some crazy narcotics. Let's see. Oh, there's an email we gotta send.
Forgot to hit send. Does it matter? I already told him about it.
Well, if I don't send it, you'll probably forget, and you're just like, oh, why didn't you come in? What's the big deal here? You didn't tell me anything. I'm like, yeah, I did. I told you. And you're just like, oh, well, you know, do that again, you're fired. Some stupid stuff like that. Send it just because. Trust me, it's not
Better late than never.
It's not game breaking if you do that. All right, that's enough of this here. Oh, this guy's. Is he a weeaboo? Yeah, he's definitely into my anime stuff right there. Let's see what's this. Or maybe he made it himself. Yeah, he must have. My boy Simon here is a oh, get well soon, love mom. See, these are the kind of games that are like very immerse you with all like even the littlest details. I really love like games that do that. Like it gets you involved into the world, so you don't feel like you're just, I don't know, just like the main focus. You're just a part of the world, like stuff like that. Downtown accident kills young woman. Oh, that's the wife. Oh, that's Ashley. I believe it was Ashley. I could be wrong. Cinema variety, summer blockbusters, Japanimation bigger than ever. Yeah, see, this guy's into Japanese stuff. He's a total weeb. The graphics look really good though. I'll give it that. Is this it right here? Oh, that ain't it. Unfortunately, you cannot. You can't touch any of the soap. Yeah, there's a whole lot to do here. It's, you know, basic living. We have our whatever this is. This is the hottest movie. Oh, got massive recoil. John Hughes, a corrupt cop working in Hong Kong. One day his life is turned upside down as he meets Amber, a mysterious foreigner who was kept prisoner by the Golden Dragon Triad. Get ready to go rogue, for it's time to go against the Triad, the police, and the supernatural forces of the underground. What? Get ready for massive recoil. Let's go over this. The supernatural forces of the underground. Like, what do they mean? Like, are they talking about like Hobson back in like 2012, coming from like from hell or something? He's coming to kill us all. Like, what? Forget that movie.
Hey Simon, it's Jesse. You working this weekend or what?
Jesse.
I knew there was something you were doing. Was it this weekend or next? Anywho, just shoot me a mail or something. Love you, miss you, mean it.
End of messages.
See
I
you.
swear, that guy has the memory of a goldfish.
Well, I got the email off. He must have caught up by now.
I hope so. Let's see. We got by Ramen McConnell. Hooked 1. Mark and Diana Miller have finally caught a break. They've managed to save enough money to take the family. You know what? I'm wasting time. Let's go find this stuff here. It should be in the fridge, if I remember correctly.
Nothing but fast food. Should buy something healthier on my way home.
You know what? He's got a good point. This is literally my lifestyle at the moment. This is all I do. Alright, maybe it's not in the fridge. Where the hell did I put it?
There it is.
There it is. That is such a random place to put something, to be honest. Like, something like that important, I would leave, like, maybe, like, in a medicine cabinet and not just, like, where you put your
Feels
dishes.
like milk, but the taste, it's like sucking on a penny.
I don't know how Simon would know that, but we'll just go with that. But yeah, like this game is very, like I said, it's very immersive in every direction you can look in. Especially, you know, later on in the game, you'll see. What is my man's talking about over here? Wait, I can. Let's talk to our boy Jesse.
Jesse,
Hey, Simon. I got your email. Just wanted to wish you good luck and let you know I got you covered.
thanks. I should be able to come to the store after the scan.
Don't sweat it, sweat it, sweat it, sweat it. I got Matt and Chris help me out.
Maddie from SNL?
Guess you didn't hear? He's coming in full time, working the comic section.
That's Ashley's job.
Yeah, well, you know.
Forget it. Not doing her any favors by leaving an empty spot. Not like she's coming back.
Well, good luck. Hope they find a way to reverse the whole, you know, dying thing.
Dying thing? You're the worst support ever.
What should I say?
I'll see you later, Jesse. Don't burn the place down while I'm gone.
Over and out, buddy.
Hello? Dr. Munchie?
Alright, so we're in Dr. Munchie's office. This totally does not look like an awesome room to be in.
Where is everyone? Thought this place would be busy.
When I first played this, I literally thought that you had to go up here to like go across to the other side, but there's a code you had to find. It should be in one of the emails or something. Let's see, David from Munchie. So let's scan now. Paul, where are you? You got a few hours. I got a hold of Simon. Let's do this. I saw your laptop in reception. Are you already there? Call me ASAP. Let's see, talk to Pace about the lab this week. I managed to book the scanner for tomorrow morning and again on Friday. It's not a lot, but they said we could use the empty reception area as a kind of office. It would allow us to use their computers to run models, and if a time slot opens up, we can get in there and use the scanner rig right away. I thought we could run some tests tomorrow. We could do a scan of each other to learn the equipment. It's supposed to be pretty easy. On Friday, I'm hoping Dr. What was that? I don't even know what just happened there. Dr. Erin Peak will send somebody over. She has a patient that was recently in a car crash. Should be interesting. David. We are locked out. Here we go. This should be the code, right? No, it's not. I found some extra time in the lab. Unfortunately, nobody told us about the code change, so I called security. Talked to Professor Wei to have some vouch for our project, and finally got a hold of some honcho over at Pace's legal department that could re-grant us permission to use the lab. I'm not allowed to repeat the code in mail or text, but I'll leave a note or something in case we forgot. Paul. So yeah, this is where we get to see some interesting notes. If I can actually read them. I can't read them. Let's see, the notes should be in here. Yeah, it's at 2501. Yeah, you can't turn any pages. Yeah, this is basically how things work. You see how that the brain is amazing transformative quality of plasticity that allows itself to compensate, even heal itself. A graduate, Paul Berg, explains, who was a graduate student in neuroscience at York University in Toronto. It is this quality that Berg and his colleague David Munchie, a student. Alright, so basically, what they're doing, right, as you can see, like from looking at this diagram, they're essentially, they're going to try and scan the damaged brain. And then they're going to take whatever you have left, like your mind and everything, and then put it to something else. That is basically what they're doing here. Spoilers? Maybe. But that literally explains it right there. Alright, I gotta read the code again because I just went into like some crazy science fiction craziness right there. Why do I keep on doing that? 2501. Shelly, you should definitely just remember that. It's too simple. Alright, 2250. Let me in. Unfortunately, some of these doors are locked. There's no need for first aid at the moment. Yeah, see, this isn't exactly like the most normal, conventional doctor's office you'd go to for your checkup on your brain scan. This is totally the place I would more than likely avoid in every which way you can think of. And hey, I even avoid the actual doctor. You really expect me to go to some place like this? No, not at all. So let's look at some of these diagrams here. Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief. Get out of here. It is some real deal hardware. I think these motherboards. This laptop here connected to this little. I don't know, what is it? What even is this? Is this a scanner or a printer? Looks absolutely insane to be a printer. Oh, there he is.
Oh, hi. Didn't hear you come in. Simon Jarrett, right?
Dr. Munchie?
Well, it's just Mr. Munchie, but I'm working on it. Actually, you're helping me right now.
Is this part of your thesis work?
Yeah, it's a study I'm doing with my colleague Paul Berg. We hope to design a gentle way to work with brain reconstruction to help people like you. Oh, did you take the tracer fluid?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Great. Well, we can start whenever you're ready.
I told you guys he wasn't a doctor. I vaguely remembered. And how in the hell are you gonna...
Don't wander around. There's needles and stuff lying around.
Well, you know what? That's no different from Haverhill. Ooh, I said that. Must have pitched a nerve for any of those guys up there.
Please, have a seat.
Yeah, but how in the heck was this guy supposed to hear me when I'm all the way over there? This dude's just chilling with the door closed. All this noise and racket. And so this is our end, actually. You'll see.
All right, let me just get this out of the way. You are Simon Jarrett, correct?
Right.
That is me.
Toronto, Canada, David Munchie. Born 1988, July 16.
Right.
Flat neurograph, version 6. Good. All files in order.
Well, this hurt.
It's just a scan. It'll hurt about as much as getting your picture taken.
Indians thought cameras would steal their souls.
Does that so? Well, let's hope they're wrong. Ready? Say cheese.
Cheese. Oh, that was cringy. And here we go. Maybe a minor spoiler, but that's basically the end of our life. Unfortunately. We'll figure that out soon.
What happened?